Hello everyone, Gilbert here. Welcome to Red Dragon Model Works. Got a little something I'd like to show you guys. Not too long ago, uh, Norm Lajoie, right here, Norm Lajoie, and Mark O'Neill, they did a Bradley co-op build, and I watched that with great interest. Norm is someone that I watch whenever he builds something. I watch it because I just love the man's process. I love the way he thinks, and I love the work that he puts into his builds. The same with Mark O'Neill. So they were doing a Bradley co-op build, and as I said, I watched with great interest. Now I am a big fan of the Bradley, and this one here in particular, the Meng, the M2A3. I had been itching to pick it up for a while now, but I just didn't want to spend the money that they wanted for them. I mean, I saw this anywhere between $75 to $100 on eBay. It's eBay. But I've also seen it at other various modeling houses that they were asking a pretty good premium for them. Not to mention some of their shipping rates were... So, I found this one on eBay for about $62. And then it was like $7 shipping. So I got it for $7 for shipping. So I jumped on it. I figured, what the heck? I've been itching to grab one for a while. My brother right here, Steve from Clover and Cross Studios, we had talked about this for well over a year. We were going back and forth on either buying one. So I went and jumped on it. I also had my eye on this Orochi, which is Orochi is the name of the company. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Which is it's a feeder little side company of Tacom. And I've seen a couple of good reviews on this one here. And I thought, what the heck? So I went online and I looked and I saw this kit anywhere from $65, again $90. But I found this one on Hobby Link Japan for I believe it was $36 and change US. So I grabbed it. I had already had a few things on my in my warehouse there at the Hobby Link Japan, right here, Hobby Link Japan, and you can pay for things and let it sit in your warehouse for I believe it's 60 days until you build up a few other things, and they'll send it all at once, and you save shipping. So I grabbed it. You imagine my surprise. We looked about a week ago to see what the price was on it, and went right back up. So I got lucky. I got them both. So now, of course, there have been countless reviews of this one and quite a few reviews of this one, but I'd like to show you guys the differences between the two and what you get in the box. Now, as you can see, well, this one here is a huge, heavy, full of sprues. This one's a little smaller, but there's differences. You get a little bit of something in this one that you don't get in this one, and vice versa. So let me set up this camera here, guys. I'll bring it down here. I'll fix the what do you call that? The focus on it so it's not jumping around. And I'll show you the differences between these two. I'll be back in a second. This is the Orochi. This is the Meng. We'll start with the Meng. You have the upper part of the hull here. Let me zoom in a little bit. And here's the details for the Meng. There is no anti-skid on this. None. Well, yes, there is. I'm sorry. It's right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can get that focus in a little bit more. There's some right in here. That's not going to... There it is. As you can see it, very little. You probably will... I think primer is going to obscure that. So you're going to have to go in there and hit it with... Yeah, if I can get it underneath. Well, that's not going to help. Sorry about that. Let me lower that a little bit more and get it in the light. So, there it is right there. See it? There's your anti-skid. Your vents here, nicely molded. You have some really nice rivet detail there. Right in here, you got some nice detail here. See that? And then towards the rear end here where you got your little your hatches, your periscope hatches, or viewing ports. I wouldn't. Again, forgive me, guys. I'm not a an armor builder, so I don't know what all the terms for these are. But so far, that hull looks great. Here's the lower hull. There's your details in there for your road wheels there. It's nicely molded. Plastic looks good. There's no pin marks on the outside here to obscure anything. Here, let me bring that in a little bit more. So I'm pretty impressed with it so far. So that's the Meng. Now here we have the Orochi. Now here, what you see is they've molded some of the side armor on it, whereas this one doesn't have it. But look at the detail on that. It's just phenomenal. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, the rivets, the bolts are all, as they would say, in register. No, not in register. But, they're beautifully molded. Down in here, everything's beautifully molded. Your lines are crisp. There's no flash on it. And it's just a gorgeous kit. The one thing that stands out is you can see, again, they have your anti-skid on there. And as long as you don't go crazy with the primer, you'll be able to see that. It's really nice. All your hatches. Here, let me get that side view so you can see that. What is it? Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to look over my shoulder. Look at the hinges. Beautifully molded. It's a beautiful kit. Here is your vent. Look at that. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous kit right in there. Again, this also has your anti-skid on there, and this one's a little bit more pronounced than on the Meng, but I'd say they're about the same. So now here's the difference. This is the Meng. This is the Orochi. There's the difference on them. Here you have your parts molded on there. Here you don't. Now again, there are two different ones though. This is the M2, M3, and this one's the M2 A3. So there's the difference in them. They're both Bradleys, but they're two different ones. So it's up to you which one you'd like to build. So, but look at that. The detail on this is just astounding. And then you have the lower part, and compared to the Meng, this is the Meng, and there's your Orochi. I'd say they're comparable. This way. Yeah, I would say they're comparable. With a couple of differences, like right in here versus here. The tubs are about the same. Yeah, as you can see. So, again, the Meng and the Orochi. Okay. Here with the Orochi, lower this down again, and I'll show you some of the detail on this. Now again, you'll have to forgive me, I'm not an armor builder, so I don't know all the terms for this, but I want you to just take a look at the details on these. It's beautiful, beautiful detail, guys. There is no flash. I don't see anywhere in this kit. None. There's even, like on here, there's even some anti-skid. So apparently these are for the top. Let me move this down to here so I can get it closer to the light. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm very happy that I picked this kit up. Now, I haven't built it yet, so I don't know how it's all going to go together. But even this little cable here, which I'll probably get an aftermarket one, or no, I'll probably use that. I mean, that I can, with some Ushi powders, I can make that look like it's real. Here's a little shovel. Even the little shovel, look at that. Beautiful detail on that. So that's your sprue number C right there. Now again, this one doesn't have as much as the Meng. So we'll get that back in its bag. Set that here on the floor for a second, and then we'll open up one of the Meng ones. Now I'm not going to go through all of them, guys, because I think you'll get the picture. But look, again, it's beautiful detail. Look at that. These just molded great. Look at that. Look at that detail. And you come over here, all that gorgeous detail there. Those bolts and rivets. Impressive. Now this is again, it's a Meng, so you're going to get that kind of quality from it. There's anti-skid on this. Here's your machine gun. Nicely molded. I don't see any here more right in here. You got more anti-skid there. All your ejector pin marks are on the inside, so they're going to be well hidden so far that I've seen. I mean, these are little pieces like this. Look at that. Beautiful. So, and then that's part of the Meng. This is the main turret. Now this one has an interior, whereas the Orochi doesn't. So I'll show you the interior. That would be all this in green. And again, I'm not going to open all of them, but I just want to show you little by little, a little bit of it. The Orochi doesn't have an interior, but look at this. Look at this, guys. The detail on that. This is the Meng. It's just really nice, beautiful. You know, the little boxes there. Yeah, I'm impressed by it. So we'll get to some more of the outer. Again, it'll take me, this video probably lasts about an hour if I do every sprue, so I just want to go over the basics of it and show you what you can expect from either one. Again, you have 3 sprues here with just like here, look at that. You get your little diamond what the heck, your diamond plate. That's got some really nice detail in there, and I'll show you what that looks like also. I wasn't going to, but what the heck. You see the diamond plating? Come on, focus for me there. Let me see if I can get that a little closer there. There it is. You see the diamond plating there? Beautiful detail. This is the inner floor for the interior. Your seats, the backings for them, pads for the seats, your benches, your little, look at it. The detail on this is beautiful. And that you're going to find that with all of them. All right, back to the Orochi now. This would be the turret, I think. And that's what it looks like. Now this is the Orochi, and there's the turret. beautiful detail. Look at that. And that's got, yeah, that's got the anti-skid on there. I don't know if you can see that. The lights probably shine right there. You got your little periscopes there, see them? Oh, sorry about that. This gorgeous detail on this thing. More panels here. Again, beautiful detail. I mean, I don't need, just looking at it, you really don't need words for it. I mean, look at that bolt detail in those. It's beautiful. Oh, sorry about that. The hinges are molded beautifully. You can make them out really nice. See them? And again, this is the reverse end, and that's where all your ejector pin marks are, and even those are not that pronounced. There's one here, you know, a few there, but you can barely notice them. See them? And then the cool thing about this here, you have those holes are all drilled out. Look at that. You see my finger behind it. They're all drilled out. So, let me get that back in its protective plastic. And then we'll go back over here. Let's look at the upper hole for the Meng. And again, beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at that. That's all. There's no right in here. There's no anti-skid on there. But then again, I don't think there would be any there. You see that? Beautiful detail on that. Same with the bottom part of it. Beautiful detail. And then this is sprue F, so I don't, you know, again, I haven't looked at the instructions yet, so I don't know what all these are. But as you can see, look at that. Nicely raised detail there. Beautiful. Oops, sorry about that. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Here's the barrel for your gun. I'm gonna have to look and see. Now this I could. It's beautiful. You can use this without. I don't even think you would. Yeah, it's even bored out. Look at that. Well, sorry about that. Let me see if I can. Look at that. It's even bored out. So I don't think you'd need. You could use this without having to buy one of those metal ones. Look at that. The main gun is bored out. There's a little bit of cleanup here, but nothing major. Right here in the end. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Okay, now that's the upper hull for the Meng, and then you have 3 more sprues here, and you have 2 of the road wheels, and then you have here. Now here you have, again, this has all its stuff molded onto it, most of it, and then here you have your reactive armor for the Orochi. There's 2 of these. As you can see there, beautifully molded. Then you got these, and there's even anti-skid inside there. Let's see if I can get it so you can see it, get it in the right light. Right, well, it's kind of hard to move it around so you guys can see it, but yeah, I think maybe, well, it's there. I'm just trying to get it so you guys. There it is, right there. See it? You see the anti-skid right in there. And look at that. And here's the other set for the reactive armor. Beautiful. Here's your doors, your hatches. There's some nice anti-skid on here. And you got right in there, you got some beautiful hinge detail right in there. And then we'll go to this one, this other hatch. It's beautiful. Then right in here, there's some anti-skid. The ports are nicely opened up. There's no flash inside of them. So yeah, this is this Orochi is a really nice kit. Now, what I'm gonna do here is so we can speed this along. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you real quick, and then I'll get to the Meng, because I don't want to bore you guys. It's another sprue with more little bits and bobs that go on it. You can see the beautiful detail in that. Like here. Well, sorry about that. Then you come down there. That looks almost the same as the one that was on the Meng. You got all the little pieces here and there. Beautifully molded. No flash anywhere. You haven't seen any yet. I love the way they did this. You can see all the handles are really beautiful. Almost looks like photo etch on there. Or as Freddie would say, plastic photo etch. Yeah. And you get the two sprues with the wheels. I'll show you one of them right away. There's no sense in looking at both of them, because if you've seen one, you've seen the other. And they're both identical. Oh, I thought I had that open. I guess I didn't. Okay, there we go. I like the plastic that's protecting this. It's nice and thick. Sealed really nice. I believe there is clear parts for this, and I'll get to that in a second. Now again, you'll have two of these, so I'll only show you the one. And here's your sprockets, beautifully molded. Clamps. So your arms. Yeah, we'll go this way here. Well, I think those are ammo boxes. Yeah. Your little ammo boxes. Some nice detail there. So, yeah, this is here's your shocks. Nicely detailed. And you get two of those. Again. And last, you also get your poly caps. It comes with a figure. The Orochi comes with a bomb disposal figure. There's the face, the head, the legs. It's going to need a little cleanup. There's a seam running down that leg, as you can see it. But the details are pretty good. There's the body. Nice detail on it. This is the bomb disposal suit. The hands, they got gloves on. Okay, because I was going to say they're kind of soft on detail, but there's the gloves. The thumb looks a little And if you want to nitpick, whoop, that's where you would nitpick right there with the hand. See that? Right there. But I probably won't use this. Then again, who knows? Here he's got his finger with a thumbs up. So if there was any complaint, it would have to be with the figure. And here's your clear parts. I'm not going to open this, guys. It's in this nice little, there's a little part there for the shield, for the mask, the helmet. So anyway, that's nice. As far as right here, it also comes with that little canvas flap for the gun. You have the photo etch for it right here. And your decals. Then the one thing that this has that this doesn't have is it comes with a metal barrel and metal tracks. So here is the metal barrel. Let me get that out of there so you guys can see it. There's the turned metal barrel. Beautiful piece of work. Nicely done on that flash suppressor. So there's the metal barrel, and I like the way they got it in this little protective case here. And then you have your individual links. And I think, yeah, it's in here. They also give you some, you know, for the bomb disposal guy, you got a couple of backpacks and some satchels here, resin, and then you have all the pins for the tracks. So that is the Orochi. Beautiful, beautiful kit, guys. I'm excited about it, and I think I'm going to build that one before I do this one. The Meng, as you can see, I don't want to open it because there's a lot of, here's your seatbelts. The only thing I've heard people complain about those, so I'm going to have to be very careful with those, as you can see, you know. But there's the, for the doors. And there's these gray parts. I don't know what they're for. I'm going to have to look inside. Oh, these are all, looks like for the interior. The engine. Yeah, this is the engine. Look at that. Kind of beautiful engine. I'll open up one pack here to show you. There's no need in opening on both. There's your motor. Your radiator. Some hoses, a little box, I don't know what that's for, your exhaust right here. It's a nice kit. And you get 2 sprues, both of them are for the motor, and a plethora of little bitty bags like this here. You know, a little more little details. Let me get that open. Where we're running at 21 minutes. All right. I don't want to. I'll close it up at this one here. You get some details there. And I'll give you one last shot. Suffice to say, guys, this is a beautiful kit. I can be on this kit all day long, and I've already spent more time than I thought I would. So let me close this up. Let me show you one last piece. Oh, let me get down here. This is what I want to show you. You have Meng has their plastic. There's their tracks. You have the photo etch. And there's a couple of frets of photo etch on two, and excuse me guys, I'm trying to do this without knocking something over. I don't know what those are for, but I'm sure I'll find out. Looks like maybe for the wheels. Here's your decals. They got a little protective paper over them, and more photo etch. It's for the grill detail and stuff at the top. And the plastic parts, they give you some in green and some in clear. So let me get this back on regular focus. So, as you see, this is the Meng. And as I showed you guys the other one was the Orochi. Which one do you buy? I'd say get them both. And that's what I did. Here, let me get back to you. Be right back, guys. So, I know this box is huge, guys. And I went through it pretty quick. There's a lot of plastic in this box versus this box. Again, one is the A2 and one is the A3. This is a CFV versus the Buska 3. They're both the same vehicle, but differences to them. What would I recommend? Get them both. Get them both. They're both beautiful kits. They both have their selling points. This one here, you got it. You get a metal barrel, metal tracks. Not a lot of photo etch, but you do get a metal barrel and metal tracks. Versus the Meng, which is again, this one here is a little different. One is for this one's got a bomb disposal can on it. They're both fighting vehicles, but there's differences to them. And I'll have to research a little bit more what the M3A3, M3A2, the designations mean. But if you can, I'd say get them both. But if you know, I don't know. If you were to ask me, I could only have one. I would probably go with the Meng, but I would have a hard time walking away from this one here, the Orochi. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know it's a little long. I just wanted to show you guys the differences between the two kits. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for bearing with me. Also, I'm going to prime both of these in, of course, Stynylrez Res, and it's my preferred primer now. And if you guys are looking for it, right here, use this red. Go to Web Airbrush right here, webairbrush.com, and then put down Red Dragon as your code, and you'll get an extra 40% off. So remember, it's Web Airbrush, and down here you got the Red Dragon. Use that as a code, and you'll get 40% off your purchase. It doesn't matter what you buy. There's, you know, any Badger products, you'll get 40% off it. So again, thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions, comments, leave them below. I'll have another video up on the Styrene Syndicate page. There's some few things I'd like to discuss. There's some shout outs and some news of the community. So until we see each other again, it's the Red Dragon saying, I wish you all peace. Peace to each and every one of you. Good health, fortune. Leave the drama to the queens. And brothers, build them up.